Hi Capricorn, my name is Audrey Allison and this is your May 2016 forecast for the month. Cappy, I can't believe it's May. That's bugging me out. It's halfway through the year and I feel like it just started. I think that all of the retrogrades that we're having, it's slowing everything down as far as each day. Each day feels like it's 72 hours long and this year is going so quickly, so it's kind of weird. The longer the day feels, the quicker the year is moving. So it's very bizarre. I wanted to start the forecast. Thank you for watching and for your subscriptions to my channel and your support on my Facebook page where you could catch most of my advertising. Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot. My events are listed up there when I do radio shows and take callers live at Goddess Alive Radio. And I do a lot of posting for transits, so if you'd like to subscribe to that as well, I would love it. There is a general aspect that I wanted to go over before I get into the individual transits, and it's the grand Earth trine that we're experiencing that you're involved in, Cappy. So all of May, actually, through the end of April and even into June, we have a grand Earth trine that affects Pluto in Capricorn in your first house, Jupiter in Virgo in your fifth, and also Taurus, Mercury in Taurus, Mercury retrograde, Pluto retrograde, and Jupiter retrograde. Okay, so this grand Earth trine affects the first, fifth, and ninth house for you, Cappy. And this is about your creative self. It's also about the expansion of the relationship with your children. And some of these children are at a greater distance from you in the ninth house. This is also about creative endeavors that are expanding and feeling very intense. And you might actually have some kind of intensity when it comes to certification, political views, philosophies, religion, and globally as a whole, Cap. You are expanding, rising above, what I want to say is rising above the global awareness of what is going on in the world today, elevating. There's a lot of chaos obviously going on in the world and politically so, and I feel that Capricorn having Pluto in the first house is really taking this kind of energy personally, and it's hard not to with the intensity of Pluto in the first. Okay, so the overall theme of this month is affecting your either relationship with the children and growing that area, even creating a sense of faith with the fifth house, or creative endeavors in the fifth. And then the ninth house of learning and global awareness and political views and philosophies and religions and things like that. So you're going through some deep expansion, Cap. But not everybody's on the same level as you, so not everybody is aware like you. Some people are, but the Capricorn is not tolerating, and similar to Aquarian's energy, the Capricorn is not tolerating people that aren't elevating. So you're keeping very quiet as well, which works sometimes. Okay, let's get to the transits. On the 6th of May, we have our new moon in an earth sign of Taurus where Mercury is retrograde. So our new moon is at 16 degrees of Taurus in your fifth house of true love and romance. Oh, this is also, this earth trine could apply to you Cappies who are in relationships, long distance relationships, and a lot of magic happening in that arena in the fifth house of true love and romance, trining the ninth house of long distance. Okay, so for those of you who are not in relationship and you're looking for that, the new moon on the 6th is a great time to initiate new romantic endeavors, to have them be attracted to you, to take a risk around the new moon, to get out, the fifth house of risk taking and gambling and pleasure and leisure. On the 9th of May, Jupiter goes direct at 13 degrees of Virgo, again in another earth sign. It's an earthy kind of month. So, and that works for you, Cap. Jupiter's been in your 9th house and will be there through September 10th. And then he'll transit into Libra for a year. But now that he's direct halfway through Virgo, perhaps Capricorn might get in that airplane and get out of the country. Or you might really find some luck in taking courses to hire the mind, to elevate the education. It can apply very differently for everyone. It can't be the same way for every Capricorn, but Jupiter direct works for you in Earth because it trines your first house of wherever Capricorn applies to you, whether that is your sun or your ascendant or your moon, but I recommend watching your ascendant sign and your sun sign for your forecasts. On the 20th of May, the sun enters Gemini through the 20th, and that is in the 6th house of health. I like this a lot for you, Cappy. If you haven't been feeling well, there's nothing like the life force of the sun himself to enter the 6th house of health to smooth that over. Also, the 6th house of daily routine and regimen and work. So this could apply to those of you looking for extra jobs, new work, or a changing of position, or the changing of the structure of your day or job. This is beautiful energy with the sun. Consecutively on the 21st, we have our full moon at 1 degree of Sagittarius in the sign right before you, Capricorn, so that's your 12th house. I love a full moon in the 12th because full moons bring an ending and a closure. In the lunar cycle, they wax from new to full, and then they wane from full to new. So, having a full moon ending, culmination in the 12th house of endings, and the house of release on the solar wheel goes from the 12th house back to the 1st house where the ascendant line is on your astrological chart. So this is a complete ending. This is a full moon of complete endings for you, Capricorn. You're done with something. You're absolutely thoroughly finished with a yearly cycle at some point around the 21st, around the time of the full moon. And with this in the house of endings and the house of the undoing and the house of release and the quiet and the house of rest, you're letting go. The house of letting go. You're letting go of something here. Quietly. You don't need to share it with the whole world or post about it 100 times on social media. There's something very effortless about the full moon in the 12th. I love it. And I am feeling a sense of relief just talking about it. So this is very powerful for Capricorn. On the 22nd, we have Mercury going direct. This is at 14 degrees of Taurus in that 5th house, conjunct the sun. I'm sorry, not conjunct the sun. Conjunct that new moon energy, where the new moon had just given life to the 5th house. So, with Mercury now direct, you're communicating with the children better. You're able to get all the details regarding a creative project down. You're making sense to the person that you're dating because of the Mercury being retrograde in the 5th house can make you a little tongue-tied on those first dates. On the 24th, now Venus is conjunct the sun in the 6th house. I love this because nothing smooths over the health sector like the planet of harmony and beautification, Venus, Aphrodite, the goddess of love and money and harmony and balance. Balance in a sign of duality. I like that. Balance in Gemini. Nurturing the self, not too much and not too little. Just right with Venus here through June 17th, entering on the 24th of May. Great for earnings, your hourly rate of earnings. Maybe not the promotion with the title change in the 10th house, but your hourly earnings could be promoted with Venus in the 6th house of daily hourly structure of the day, the routine. Mars is retrograding deeper into Scorpio on the 27th. We talked about his retrograde in last month's video. If you didn't watch that, I would take a listen about Mars. He's retrograde through the 30th of June. Not a lot of masculine energy right now is out there in the world. Mars needs a break. Once every 2 to 2.5 years, he needs to hold up a minute. Okay, let's get to your cards, Cap, and let's see what's happening for you for May of 2016. Okay. Ooh, I love this card. This is a card that I want tattooed on me at some point. This is the Six of Swords. Going with the flow, travel, vacation. The loving breeze, a higher power, being led and guided. 12th house, thank you. 12th house, letting things go. Oh, I have the chills. Okay, so this is me. This is the High Priestess. It's the 12th house that I just said. It's the house of quiet, the house of the undoing. Psychic ability, release, trust. Trust your intuition. Oh, sweet. This is the card of Gemini, the lovers. It does mean attraction and dating and lust and chemistry. This isn't about commitment. It's about sex. It's about physical attraction. It's also about a decision. It could be the choice between lovers. In the Lovers card in the Tarot, there's always 3 people in this card. The 2 lovers and the cherub, the seraphim above. And it represents a trine. It could be 3 people. You know, you choosing between 2 lovers, torn between 2 lovers, feeling like a fool. And this is Temperance. This is the card of Sagittarius where your full moon is. Oh, so Venus and Gemini, full moon in Sag. Interesting. And throughout all, and this is patience, balance, beauty, and divine timing. And through all of it, trust your psychic intuition. Trust the guidance. Go with the flow, not against it. Don't make waves. Trusting your instinct, but remaining positive about it. Mercury tends to rule the swords cards, the air, the wind, Gemini energy. And when I see this with Mercury retrograde, it might feel uncomfortable trying to push forward. So they want you to just take a minute. Take some time with allowing the process, Cap. I hope this was helpful. I feel really good about you meeting romantic attachments in May as well as June. So regardless of the retrograde energy, I feel like things can work with you if you just allow the timing. It doesn't have to be everything right away. I hope this was helpful. Have a beautiful May, Cap, and remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.